Hello, fellow collectors. I'm Anthony with Anthony's Comic Book Art. And as you know, I'm not just one of the largest, most prolific art dealers in the country. I also have a huge eBay store of 60,000 listings, most to do with comic books, comic-related magazines, magazine publishers, and the like. I would guess what? 3/4 of that number is actual comic books and comic book lots and magazines, like Warren and the creepy, eerie, that kind of stuff. So I have the love of the source material by which comic art came from. People didn't realize, when I was a kid, I'd wander around shows and I did not realize that black and white stuff that some people had, it didn't even register with me that was the art, and I could have art. And I used to walk around a show in the 70s with $100 in my pocket. Sometimes my dad would give me $100 to go to a comic book convention in New York. These were the ones that were in the Hotel Pennsylvania. And I didn't know at the time, but like the Greenberg and stuff like that. I would just look in the comics and see that they would have little ads in the ad pages of when a show would be happening, and I would go and walk around the show and I'd have my checklist, and all I cared about was filling in a square on my checklist. I had Spidey 1-Up, I had FF 1-Up, I had JLA, Hawkman, Green Lantern, Flash. I had them all. I loved Marvel and DC, but Marvel most especially because of the storylines that you can still read today and that they actually hold up. They don't insult your intelligence. I mean, DC was playing down to an audience and making it more child-friendly in retrospect. But when I was a child, that was fine. But now it's like, so I collect art based on the comics that I remember most, the 20 centers, when I was buying, when I was 10, 11, 12 years old, in that range. And then when I hit 8th grade, things changed. Your body changes, your interests change. I was starting to look at things that look like this. And I married one. Okay. So, but I have the love of the comic books, and that translated into the business. We have a comic book business, we have a memorabilia business, we have toy business, we have ephemera, memorabilia, and alike. So I'm excited to say all this is an intro to say that I'm very excited that I was actually able to get a private signing done with John Byrne. Okay? John Byrne private signing. It was this many books, and that's it. So now when I look at Arcade, X-Men 123, Daredevil 200, I look for different stuff for him to sign. The She-Hulk Sensational, when he rebooted that, because John Buscema did the original. This was second series. And then when the team up, I tried to get an example of different stuff, and better X-Men's. Like in this issue, Everybody Dies. That's one of my all-time favorite. Of course, they made a movie of it. Future Days of Future Past. Yeah, I almost said Future Imperfect, but I love that storyline too. So you have these John Byrne, 127, 125, 128, 137, 138, 124, these two Foom. This was fun. He actually, did something nice for me. He did a John Byrne the way he signs today, and then he did a John Byrne the way he signed when this came out in the spring of '74. So I love this too because I subscribed to Foom. I had the Foom poster, the Steranko poster, up on my wall as a kid, and this one he did as well. This was Kirby's back. John Byrne and Joe Sinnott, Jack's back, and it signed that as well. So I had him sign a couple Fooms, and Days of Future Past, 143. This is kind of cool. It's like newsstand and then direct. Some of these are newsstand, some are direct. But the Wolverine, FF, Captain, that Captain Britain, the Marvel team up issues he did are very sought after. I've had art from them, but no more. The 124, that's a cool issue, So this is what I got done. This is everything I got done. And I don't know when or if it's ever happening again. So I'm going to be working on these and putting these up. If you see this and have an interest in a specific issue, let me know and I'll get back to you with the price. I'm probably going to keep the Fooms, but let me know if you're interested, and I'll work on prices with you, based on the condition of the book, and then I'm going to add a certain amount of money for the signature and the fact that I don't think it's happening again. Really. So I also, in a deal yesterday, got in a really cool Stan Lee signature, dated 97, Stan Lee 97. That's the, he's actually got, did he write this with Ramita? A lot of things are just perfunctory signatures based on, he helped create it, but, hadn't done anything in a long time. No, he wrote it. Yeah, so that's why he signed this. That's cool. So that makes this better, I think, So the fact that he actually wrote this issue and Ramita Sr. did it. Look at that beautiful Ramita Sr. artwork. And it's got me in the background, Kingpin. Vanessa! All right, so the Kingpin, 97, probably ask $250, $250. The X-Men's are going to be more. The other non-X-Men's probably about the same as far as the John Byrnes are concerned, and I'll work on those. So, pretty special things happening here at Anthony's Comic Book Art. I don't think he's gonna do this again. I'm pessimistic about that. So, if you're looking to get a John Byrne signed X-Men book, I have a few available. So hit me up and let me know if you want. Stay in touch with the website for art, the most updated and populated art website in the country, and the eBay store, Anthony's Comic Book Art -online, for 150,000-60,000 listings of comic books and comic book related material. So yeah, a private signing with John Byrne. Kind of on the down low, but I gotta sell some stuff. I'm Anthony with Anthony's Comic Book Art. You keep calm, keep collecting, and hit me up with wants.